What is going on, my family? Great to have you with me again for another new video. Today we're going to be making a brand new nice and smooth soul sample from scratch, but the twist this time is we're then going to take it and chop it up and make a boom bap type beat with it. Now if you appreciate this type of content, please, if you can, drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much in advance, it means a great deal. We passed 1,000 subs, the next milestone is 1,500. Also, whatever we make today will likely be linked in the description below as a free download for you to sample in your own work. Alright, let's get into this with an upright piano preset from Piano Tech. The session is going to be at 75 BPM, I believe, and I think I'll be playing in B flat minor today. Alright, so in terms of effects, I am using the usual combination of EQ, simple compression, simple reverb, and cymatics origin for those vintage harmonics. The basic chord structure of this composition is as follows. At the start, you have the B flat minor, followed by the F minor 7, then it goes back to the B flat minor, but this time it's the B flat minor 7 with a little bit of improvisation, then again down to the F minor 7, and it's finished off with a G flat major. Alright, let's add some bass to this. Despite the fact it seems like there are a lot of notes there, it's really simple stuff. I'm just following the root notes of the chords while adding a bit of melodic improvisation in between. Next up is going to be a nice vocal texture, which by the way is the spark that's inspiring this whole thing. After I record it, I'll explain what I mean. So based on what I said, that vocal is essentially the spark for what I'm doing right now. Here is my best tip for the day for all producers, especially loop makers, and those of us who like to compose things from scratch. I actually came up with the melody for that vocal part beforehand. I mean, it literally just came to me seemingly out of the blue, and I recorded it so I wouldn't forget it. What has occurred to me though is that once I had that nice melody that felt good, it became the foundation or the driving force behind everything else. All sorts of ideas just came flooding in once I had that melody going in my head. And so far, to be honest, the chords and the bass have felt very effortless. Normally I try to build my chord progressions first and then do everything else after, but I think that has kind of put me at a disadvantage over the past, well, for a while. Think about what drives most hit songs, hit tracks. It's the underlying melody. They say if you can come up with a melody that's so strong and catchy that a child wants to sing it and hum it, then you got something potentially big on your hands. And to be honest, I don't think it matters what genre or subgenre you're making. That's the style. That's all about your style, the style you use. And the style is all about how you put down the various parts of your song and make them connect. In other words, there's a specific style to making a boom bap track a boom bap track, and there's a very different style to making a trap song or beat a trap song or beat. But technically you can have a boom bap song and a trap song that have essentially the same underlying melody. The melody is the core idea that you can apply your style to. Now, this is not me spouting off stuff that I learned from some music teacher. This is literally stuff that came to me as I was making what I'm currently making. Like the ideas behind it is what I'm trying to express to you now. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is practice coming up with strong, catchy melodies as your starting point. you're gonna find it's usually pretty easy to play chords that match and fit with a good melody. It's not that the opposite way is more difficult. It's just that I think if you put significant effort into your core melody, then it's potentially an easier and more rewarding path to making strong loops and beats. That's just my informed and experienced opinion based on how I'm feeling doing things in a slightly different way from what I normally do. It's almost like I had a bit of an epiphany. But no, you might be doing this already. So let me know in the comments. Alright, so yeah, that was a bit of a mouthful. So now it's time to lay down a couple more parts to this composition, get it all finished up, and talk much less. On to a Rhodes electric piano now. Alright, so here essentially be just following the main chords once again. Just adds a bit of melody at the start as opposed to just playing a straight chord. I think I'm feeling some strings next. By the way, these strings are from this wonderful plugin by Spitfire Audio called BBC Symphonic Orchestra, which I think is still free. Alright, let's finish this off with some brass, and I'm thinking maybe trumpet, but really simple. So now I'm going to give this a nice mix and render it out. And it's going to sound like this. Alright, so I'm going to render this, throw it into Serato sample, and we'll see what we come up with. Right, so as I mentioned, we're about to use that sample to make a boom bap type beat. I'm going to put it in the Serato, and just to give you a quick reminder, this is what the original sample sounds like. I set the BPM of this session to 88 and I pitched the sample up 2 semitones, so now it's in C minor. And it sounds like this. I also went ahead and made some drums for this boom bap style, and here's what they sound like. Alright, so I found some chops that I like, so I'm going to go ahead and record those right now. So I'm using the new stems feature in Serato where I have 2 instances. One plays only the bass, which is this one. And this other one plays everything else but the bass. So this is just the bass of the sample. This is the sample without the bass. Now I know I didn't show myself doing this live, but I did add this live guitar. Came up with this melody that I thought fit the way I chopped the sample, and this is what the guitar sounds like by itself. To complement that, I played basically the same melody with this vibraphone type sound that I found in Omnisphere. Here's what that sounds like. Now, all together, this is the final beat. Okay family, once again, thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on the original sample that we made and the way I chopped it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're so inclined, and grab that free sample in the description below. Till the next video family, peace and blessings.